There are 41 NBA players from the 2018 draft year that are in NBA 2K26. 9 of those players went undrafted. So, today, we're redoing the 2018 draft using NBA 2K's latest player ratings. And trust me, some of these moves, especially the top 5 picks, would have completely changed the NBA as we know it. There's 2 quick rules. In the event of a ratings tie, we stick with the original draft order. And secondly, draft day trades, we're going to move forward like they never have. Teams are keeping their picks in 2018. We're going to focus on first round picks, but let's take a look at 2 players that fell hard out of the first round. Our winner of the Furthest Fall Award, dropping 33 spots, goes to Mo Bamba. He went to Orlando as the 6th player taken. His 2K ratings have him all the way down to the 39th pick to the Sixers. Kevin Knox gets the award for the lowest rated player remaining in the league. He's rated the 41st player, and he goes to Orlando. Hard to believe he went number 9 to the Knicks back in 2018. Who can forget this reaction from the draft?
With the 9th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kevin Knox from the University of Kentucky.
Oh no! Oh, this is now guaranteed that Kevin Knox is going to have an all-star NBA career.
Not much else to mention on this board, although I'm sure the Mavs would appreciate the depth Highsmith could provide. Let's get into the first round.
With the 30th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Marvin Bagley III from Duke University.
It's the 3rd longest fall in this redraft, but it might be the most painful. There are experts actually saying Bagley had the most NBA talent in this draft class. Bagley's fall from number 2 overall to the last pick of the first round is not because of a lack of skill. I'm sure Atlanta would have been happy to use Bagley's athleticism, especially at the 30th pick, off the bench back in 2018. The knock on Bagley has always been that he doesn't give consistent effort, and he doesn't make the smart team-friendly plays. From 25 to 29, not much standing out. 24 to 20, no real big minutes candidates. Duncan Robinson rises the highest among the undrafted players. He might be able to get some minutes as a rookie on a 50-win Utah Jazz roster. That shooting ability will keep him on the floor as long as his defense doesn't diminish too much.
Kaboom! 6th triple of the game.
Let's speed through to the top 5. Grayson Allen goes to 19 and brings his diving and flopping and kicking people to Atlanta. Can you tell I'm a Tar Heel fan? These old school Duke guys drive me nuts. At 18, Kevin Huerter jumps 1 spot to the Spurs, who originally took Lonnie Walker. Jared Vanderbilt climbs from 41 to 17 to the Bucks, who originally got a bit of a steal with DiVincenzo. Gary Trent Jr. goes to Phoenix at 16, an upgrade from Zaire Smith. They also have the number 1 overall pick. Keep an eye out for who Trent gets as a teammate. Mitchell Robinson at 15 could have provided some much-needed defense and rim protection for Bradley Beal and John Wall on the Wizards. They had signed an aging Dwight Howard that year who only played 9 games before a season-ending back surgery. Robert Williams jumps from 27 to 14 and lands in Denver instead of Michael Porter Jr. The Clippers are going back-to-back at 13 and 12. They get an interesting duo in Dante DiVincenzo and Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. drops 5 spots from his original draft position. The number 1 pick in the 2018 draft, DeAndre Ayton, drops all the way down to 11 with the Charlotte Hornets. Kind of intriguing though, Ayton would be a good pairing with all-star point guard Kemba Walker. Before we get to the top 10, a quick ask. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm really hoping to get to that magic 1,000 before the NBA season begins. I'm excited to share a whole bunch of NBA 2K related videos with you.
With the 10th pick in the 2018 NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Miles Bridges from Michigan State University.
Bridges joins the 51-win 76ers who had all-stars. Yes, you heard that right. All-stars. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. The Sixers get an athletic scorer on the wing with some toughness. A little something like what they wanted from Paul George. The reality is keeping their original pick of Mikal Bridges would have been the smart play. At 9, Colin Sexton becomes the Knicks point guard of the future, I guess. Much better than the original pick of Kevin Knox, who you'll remember was ranked last on this list. New York fans would have loved Sexton's speed and aggressiveness. Not so much love for his defense, though. Seems like a common theme among the top 10 in this draft class. At 8, the Cavs probably still would have had 19 wins that year with Anthony Simons instead of Colin Sexton. Again, scoring, aggressiveness, not much defense. The Bulls are happy to grab Michael Porter Jr. at 7 instead of their original Wendell Carter Jr. Porter Jr. found a great role as a spot-up guy with an ultimate green light with Jokic and the Nuggets. Safe to say, though, the same quality of shots might not have been available with Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, and Otto Porter Jr. on the Bulls. With the 6th pick, Orlando takes Mikal Bridges, who could have really helped the Magic, who won 42 games that year and had Aaron Gordon, prime Evan Fournier, and all-star Nikola Vucevic. All right, you've made it to the top 5. This is where it gets very interesting.
With the 5th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Jaren Jackson Jr. from Michigan State University.
The addition of Triple J would have been great news to most teams picking in the top 5, and pairing him with their 33rd pick of Haywood Highsmith, the Mavs defense would get a huge boost. The problem is, in this draft, the Mavs ended up with Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson. Luka helped lead the team to the finals in 2024, and Brunson has gone on with the Knicks to become one of the most clutch players in the league. Leave a comment. Which version of the Mavs do you like best?
With the 4th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Trae Young from the University of Oklahoma.
It would have been interesting to see how a prime Mike Conley would pair with Trae Young. Small backcourt, sure, but they would have been fun to watch. That season, the Grizzlies traded Marc Gasol to the Raptors, who was instrumental in the Raptors' championship a few months later. Maybe they don't make that trade if they don't have Jaren Jackson Jr. as their future big. History-altering draft pick. To make things even more interesting, the Grizzlies had the number 2 pick in the next draft, which was Ja Morant. But if we redrafted under the same rules, Ja would have went number 1 to the Pelicans, and Memphis would have taken Zion Williamson. Trae Young with a healthy Zion, that would be fun to watch.
With the 3rd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Jalen Brunson from Villanova University.
Originally selected 33rd by Dallas, this is a huge rise to stardom for Brunson. So Atlanta's draft would have been Brunson, Grayson Allen, Marvin Bagley, Lonnie Walker, instead of the 2 rookies they had that year, Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. Which one would you rather have? Let me know in the comments.
With the 2nd pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Luka Doncic from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Real Madrid.
The future Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic, goes to Sacramento. This has to qualify as the biggest upgrade in the draft, as the Kings' original pick was Marvin Bagley. Let me know what you think. The Kings won 39 games that year with De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, and a prime Harrison Barnes. They still ended up 9 games out of a playoff spot in the West. Would Luka add 9 wins to that roster? Maybe. Would the Kings coaching staff get Luka to put more effort into the defensive end? Probably not.
With the 1st pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from Hamilton, Canada, and the University of Kentucky.
The Suns only had 19 wins in the 2018-19 season, so they weren't exactly positioned for greatness, and Shai took a couple years to really shine. Would Shai have had these ratings, been an All-Star and MVP if he played alongside Devin Booker? We'll never know, but it sure is fun to dream about. Let's keep the conversation going. Let me know in the comments who is the biggest winners and biggest losers of this redraft. YouTube thinks you'll like one of these home skilled basketball videos next.